ready for reading and start. It also needs to be noticed that the respondents have not disputed that the petitioner is to retire on attaining the age of superannuation stop. As such, it is apparent that the petitioner was to retire in just about 10 months from the date when the impugned order of transfer was passed. It is also not disputed that the petitioner had undergone two medical operations in the background of the factual position noticed herein above. We are satisfied that the impugned order transfer deserves to be set aside. Stop. The same is accordingly set aside. Stop. Since the respondents have not acted bona fide is transferring the petitioner as has been concluded herein above, we consider it just and appropriate to impose costs on the respondents. Stop. The instant with petition is accordingly allowed with costs which are quantified at rupees 5,000. Stop. It was submitted by the learned Advocate General that validity of the government order having been upheld, the procedure which is being followed on the basis of the observations made by the earlier division bench need not be distributed, particularly keeping in view the huge financial implications involved. Stop. The question as to whether the government is bound to grant aid to any particular school is not before us. Stop. Even assuming that the government would sanction grant to all such schools, we do not think the question of financial involvement can at all be an issue in such matters relating to primary education, particularly when right to such education is now recognized as a part of the fundamental right in the shape of Article 21 of the Constitution. Stop. The obvious intention is to impact quality education wherever possible and not merely to pay service to such sentiments expressed. Stop. We have carefully considered the submissions made on behalf of the respective parties and we are inclined to agree with the findings of the learned tribunal regarding the status of the private respondents herein. Stop. The scheme for setting up the projects for the district rehabilitation centers demonstrate that the same was a scheme of the Ministry of Social Welfare, Government of India, and the state government was merely the implementing agency through its officers of the Social Welfare Directorate. Stop. The entire funding and recruitment process and the manner of functioning as provided for in the scheme is under the direct control of the central government and even the state legal advisory committee which was to be chaired by the secretary of the social welfare department. Stop.